Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm sorry to come out so early with this message. It's just that this is around the time that I woke up and we have to act quickly because I'm getting ready to go into Facebook jail. And with Facebook, they give you I've noticed that once they put you in jail, it takes a few hours after you contest the decision to be able to before they restrict your fan page. So I'm just coming out to just give this message real quick. And I just need to see that somebody can comment from Facebook so that I know that we are connected. Thank you, Shalelle. All right. So we are connected to Facebook. I'm going to show you all what I got put in Facebook jail for. So the reason why I'm making this video is because for the next 30 days, I will not be able, or I don't know how far the restriction is going to spread, but I may not be able to comment on, or I may not be able to upload to my Facebook fan page for 30 days. So I need to let you all know. So if you have friends that follow my page and they may not have seen this video, just tag them so that they can see this video. What I need you to do is I need you to join my personal mailing list. The link is in the description of this video. So you just basically go to, I'll put it down at the bottom. Good morning, everybody. I'm making this video before I have my uploading privileges taken away on Facebook. So here, not the mailing list, my personal mailing list. And then what I'll do is I'll be uploading on YouTube, right? So right now this broadcast is going across YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter Periscope. It's very early in the morning right now. It is 6:24 a.m. This is around the time that I wake up. I wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I went to, I did my affirmations because, I try to do those before I pick up my phone in the morning. So I do my affirmations. And then when I picked up my phone, I saw that message, a post you put up has gone against the community guidelines. You will not be able to post for 30 days. And so it's ridiculous. And when you see the post, I'm going to show it to you all because the post is so dumb. Like, it's like Facebook is really bugging. And the people who end up losing the most are Black women because we cannot talk about Black issues. We can't talk about men. And there is an implicit bias that exists in the people in that part of the tech realm that scours through and penalizes posts, and Black women, according to studies, have ended up at the skewed end of the penalization, being the ones who are penalized the most. So it's www.tanyatko.com and then just go /subscribe. So just make sure that you do that. Let me see. All right, there we go. tanyatko.com /subscribe. And let me show you all. As a matter of fact, let me scroll it across the bottom so that you all can see it and it not be so big up there. Unbelievable. All right, so now you see it scrolling across the bottom. So I'm going to show you all what was the post that I got put into Facebook jail over. It's just dumb. It's like, it's not even anything. It's not even like, if like I want to go down in a blaze of glory. Like, I really want to cuss somebody the hell out. But it wasn't even that. It is just, I'll show you. When you see it, you'll see how biased and unbalanced Facebook is. And they're not a reliable business tool. And this is part of the reason that I am so grateful that so many of you have supported via Cash App, because after this last, because, I just got out of Facebook jail 2 weeks ago. Well, no, actually not, about 10 days ago, I just got out of Facebook jail for posting something that wasn't even against the community guidelines. But it is what it is. Here Here, I'll show it to you. That's not the right thing. I emailed it to myself, but I'm going to show you all this right here too, because it's ridiculous. Hold on. Let me go into my email and send myself the email because I can't post from my phone. So, because they've already restricted my phone. So the next that they're going to do is restrict the page, and then the program that I use to broadcast is going to lose its token. So while I still have the token, I'm broadcasting live right now. So thank goodness for that. So give me one moment. I just need to add the email. Let me reply to myself, attach the file. Here we go. And I just responded with the attached file. Let me refresh my inbox. Give me just 1 second. I'm sorry, you all. It's just that I did not want to wait, because when the restrictions happen, they happen quickly, and then you're just like, oh, can't post. So I wanted to make this video while I could still post. And so I know it's early. So just give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Here, look, I'm gonna show it to you all. Let me get this up on the screen. This is doggone ridiculous. And Facebook is really shooting themselves in the foot, because what they're doing is they're showing that they are an unreliable business partner, because Facebook is content creation is my job. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I create content, and I told you all last year, out of 12 months, I had only been, why is it not sharing the screen? Come on, share screen, share. All right, there we go. I told you last year, out of 12 months, I was only paid for 3 of those, and I still continue to work every day. And I was silent about it last year, but this year I'm not going to be silent about it, because it's ridiculous. Let me blow this up for you. Let me move the tabs close to each other so I can see them side by side. I'm live in 2 different StreamYard tabs. What is going on? How am I live in 2 tabs? Let me close this. That's weird. My tab from yesterday is open. Let me close that one. And let me move the mailbox one over and make this large so that you can see. All right. Okay. So this is the restriction that I received this morning, 5:29 a.m. And it says you cannot post or comment for 30 days. This is because you previously posted something that didn't follow our community standards. And wait till you see what it is that I posted that didn't follow the community standards. I wrote, well, that didn't age well. And this is a Derek Jackson post that I reposted. And he says, dudes quick to debate a woman if a woman is marriage material when they can't even be faithful material in their relationship. And then I put some eyes under there where he wrote, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Where's the scandal? Where's the scandal? Where's the scandal? Where is they said that this was hate speech. Let me show you the thing that I got. They said it was hate speech. They said it was hate speech. Let me get into the next screen. They said this was hate speech. Let me show you what they told me, because I had to appeal the decision, right? And they were like, they don't have people who are working to even physically look at it. So I appealed the decision. But where is the hate speech? I want to know. So here. They said they want to make the world for everyone on Facebook. I took my screenshot, but it cut off the top part. We either use technology or a review team to remove anything that doesn't follow our standards. Our review team works in many languages to make sure our standards are applied consistently. Listen, look at the thing. Look at the thing that said it's hate speech. We don't allow content that contains hate speech. The fuck? This includes attacks on people because of their race, ethnicity, religion, caste, physical or mental ability, gender, or sexual orientation. For example, describing people as physically, morally, or mentally inferior, expressing hatred or contempt for a specific group, swearing or using curse words against a specific group. This includes claims about COVID. We sometimes allow things we'd otherwise considered hate speech. For example, when someone shares someone else's hate speech to raise awareness about it or uses a word in reference to themselves. Who was the hate speech against? That's what I want to know. Who was the hate speech against? What group of people? You saw the post. What group of people was this hate, quote unquote, hate speech against? And here it is. What gender? I'm reposting this man's thing. Dudes quick to debate if a woman's marriage material when they can't even be faithful material in their relationship. Where is the hate speech? Where does it say we hate XYZ, XYZ is inferior? This is commentary. This is what I'm saying. Lachey says, he reported you, sis. Alexis says the worst thing is a repost from someone else. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And then I added a screenshot because I took a screenshot from my page that I'm going to show you all right now, which is I find an insulting slap in the face. Okay. So this person on my page says, let me make sure that it's up on the screen because, you know, sometimes I be having something thinking I'm showing it and I'm not actually showing it. So Michael Williams, as you see, this is Michael Williams right there. How does one become a relationship expert so I can get my cash apps up and send my boys to Yale respectfully, right? And then Jessica Brackett comes out and says, Michael Williams, I know that's right. I wish I would send these so-called relationship experts or anybody else on social media money. The population is so gullible, it's pathetic. And the audacity of these people to ask people for money just turns me off. Where I'm from is called begging and freeloading, which is ironic, right? And then Chantella, another Black person, womb holder, comes out and says, Michael Williams, when you find out, let me know. Because I have one headed to college this year. I want to get in on the hustle too. And the crazy part about it is, this is a person, these people are on my fan page. They were on my fan page. And I'm like, the average American doesn't understand entrepreneurship. And unfortunately, because of things like Black Wall Street and the efforts that we've done that have been destroyed, they don't understand, and they don't like seeing people that look like them in positions of entrepreneurship, right? We are content creators. We create content. The other day, I spent 5 hours on live making videos and going through content with you all. And this person on my page says that we are the freeloaders. How is working, spending your life hours, your time editing, uploading, the amount of time that it takes to go and get your degrees and your certifications and your schooling and hiring people and all of this stuff, how is that freeloading if people enjoy the content and of their own free volition decide to support the content. If anything, those people are freeloaders because you want to sit back and you want to be entertained. You don't want advertisements. You don't want to buy people's books. You don't want to participate in the entertainment that you're receiving, yet you come back each and every day to sit by and be entertained and then call other people freeloaders. This is the part that is stunning and ridiculous to me. So I want to thank all of the people who have come out recently and who have contributed to the Cash App. The link for the Cash App is in the description. The link to join my mailing list is in the description. The link to buy my book there's no link in the description to buy the book. You have to come over to my website and get the book directly from there. But let me see who else in the comments. Let me see. So look, there's this person right here. Why don't we do this? Get this person's page shut down. Can you just flag this person for hate speech? Flag their comments for hate speech. That way, we can get their page taken away. And what happens is Facebook puts this crawler on your phone. You have this unique identifier on your phone. So he's in the comments. Just flag him for hate speech. And any device that you try to log on from on your phone or your home PC is linked to your Facebook identifier. And so this is part of the reason that I'm like, let me hurry up and go live now, because I may not be able to go live from my pages within the next hour or so, because that's how Facebook does it. And so Courtney is saying, I like you, but I don't like when you say send a comment in on Cash App. I don't care what you like, Courtney. I don't care. I don't know how more plainly I can put it. When we have a broadcast of 4,000 people on there, if you want your comment to be seen, send the comment on Cash App. It just doesn't even, I don't understand what it is that you're upset by. It's like, you do what you feel is right for you. If you don't want to send the comment on Cash App, don't. But if I don't see your comment, don't start squeezing your balls and getting angry because I don't. So it's like, if you want me to see it, send it in a way that it can be seen. I think that that's pretty simple and straightforward, right? So I don't care whether you don't like when we have a broadcast of almost 5,000, 5,000 people on there, and the comments are moving very quickly. It's like, either do it or don't. See what I'm saying? Black people, we have got to get out of this loserific mindset. We really have got to get out of this loserific mindset. Okay? So this is the part that is stunning to me. It's stunning. Nobody said you have to send the comment on Cash App. I said send the comment. Let me check the Cash App now, as a matter of fact. Because it's, I turn my ringer off, the sounds on my phone, between certain hours. And AMK sends $5 and says, for all the Derek material is hate speech towards Black women. And he sends the $5 and his comment. Now, you see, this is a comment that I did not see scrolling past. He sent it to Cash App and it went through and I saw it. I don't understand. It's like, we cannot please all people. And I'm going to say this right now. If my page offends you, if you do not like the energy of my page, leave. Go someplace where you do like the energy. It's as simple as that. We have got to do better as people. And Black people, I'm sorry if you have been hurt so much that you don't understand what entrepreneurial and what enterprise looks like. Because these will be the same people who will go and spend hundreds of dollars at Nike. They'll spend hundreds of dollars at Amazon, and Jeff Bezos was a billionaire before he had to split half of his money for cheating on his wife, and then she just took him to the cleaners, right? And it's like, we'll be more than happy to give our money to people who I don't want to say don't look like us, but we'll happily give our money to the dominating class. There are people who have Netflix, they have Netflix subscriptions, Hulu, and the thing is they can't understand. This is content creation. I am a content creator. We are creating content. You are watching content right now and being engaged, entertained. I create fresh, live, new content each day, interactive content. You can't go on Netflix and interact with the dating show that you watch. You can't go on Netflix and interact with the Blacklist. You don't get the chance to become a part of that show. We content creators and content creators like me who broadcast live, we let you come into the show. Your comments are part of the show. The show is unfolding in real time. And I told you all that I am doing, this is part of the reason I'm so frustrated with Facebook, is because we're getting ready to do a dating show where I'm going to be working with 3 matchmakers, and you all get to compete against the matchmakers for $5,000 and see whether or not you can outmatch the matchmakers. And so this is supposed to start April 4th. However, if my Facebook page is restricted, then this affects how we'll be able to broadcast the show. So it's like people, and then the worst part about it is that people want short, edited, entertaining content with music, graphics, and a human being inside of it to either narrate or put their face and likeness, right? Like, in order to be able to get this set up with the lights and the camera, like this, like the expense of the equipment, the expense of the microphone so that my audio could be this clear, to be able to bring forth professional looking video for you all. It's like, and then people have an issue with supporting that content that I spent, listen, me personally, I spent years in school and in certification programs, accredited programs, to be able to get the education that I have, to be able to sit up here and speak intelligibly about what it is that we talk about on this show. So that you don't see a slew of people talking about Tanya slapped me and beat me and all this other stuff, right? Because I'm not a fraud, I'm not a phony. I have put in the work to be able to come forward in a responsible manner. And this is the part that is stunning to me. And Yvonne says, how can they block your business? They can't do that. Apparently they can. So listen, I want, if there's anybody out there who knows of a lawyer or a legal entity that knows how to pierce the curtain at Facebook so that I can be able to lodge my complaint or my appeal in front of a human being that can actually uh, review this, please send me a message, tanyatko.com, and just click on contact. Send me their information if you know of a legal person, or if you're a content creator and you're just watching on the low and you have had to use a legal method to be able to pierce the veil, because Facebook creates this cloak and dagger way where you can't even write to them to appeal. I mean, you all saw what I wrote. Let me check the Cash App again in case there's a comment I didn't see. Okay. And there are Cash Apps here. And see, so it's a method that I found helps. Like the Cash Apps, they help to be able to have me see people's comments that I wouldn't have been able to see. Jessica sends $20 and says, "You're amazing. Thank you." I'm going to send you a heart back. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. And Pamela sends $5 and says, "Keep up the great work. Mocha sister." Thank you. Thank you. And Yetunde sends $10 and says, "Keep being excellent." Thank you. So you see, it's like some people have a problem with it and other people don't. Let me ask, for the people who have a problem with me saying, send your comments through Cash App, for the people who have a problem with it, what is it that you have a problem with? Tell me, what is it that you have a problem with? And the people who don't have a problem with it, tell me, why don't you have a problem with it? I want to see what the consensus is. And Leander says, Cash Apps are ways people appreciate the content. And Kev says, Rosanna Smith, to wonder why she disrespects our Black sons and nephews. I don't know if you're talking about me, but if you feel that my content is not helpful and it's disrespectful to sons and nephews, listen, let me tell you something. If your son or nephew is a effing bum, they're going to get disrespected on this channel. Tell them not to be bums instead of telling people not to quote unquote disrespect bums. I don't listen. Do I disrespect upstanding men who are doing the right thing and who are supportive, protective, and who got some damn sense? I don't disrespect those people. But if your son is a hobosexual, going from couch to couch, spreading diseases and spreading babies that he's not taking care of, he's going to get lambasted on this channel. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, this ain't the channel for you, because I am not going to pander to you to try to get your two little coins that you have jingling around inside your pocket to fly out of there. I'm not going to tell you what it is that you want to hear at the detriment of people. It's like, I don't see how that's something that you don't understand. Come on. And Sunny says, look, I will spend money on whatever I so choose. That's simple. I deem your content worthy. I will support you. So like any other service I pay for, I want so I can get more of it. Capitalism at its best. I enjoy what you do, Tanya, and if I want to pay for it, that is what I do. I'm not sure what's going on. I just jumped in, but make your money without explanation. What you do is of value to your subscribers. And exactly, this is what I'm saying. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Olu is saying, you're as bad as the dude you were going after. You're just after money. You seem bitter most times. I see a video of yours. You want people to comment through Cash App. So you can see them. You claiming to be some kind of professional is a joke. Well, nigga, get off my page. Nigga, get off my page. And I know your name is Olu, so you're Nigerian. I don't give an F. Nigga, get off my page. If you don't like it here, go. It's as simple as that. Go back to wherever it is that your bottom hole come from. Guan, why? Guan. You understand? It's like, if you don't like it here, go. If you think that I'm just as bad as somebody else, let me tell you something. If you've ever seen me do a screenshot of Derek Jackson, his page, or any of the people affiliated with their page, tell me you've ever seen a button in the corner that says I was subscribed. I don't subscribe to people I don't want to subscribe to. I don't. It's as simple as that. If you don't like content, don't subscribe to it. Leave. Allow the people who like it. Like, why are you flooding up the place with your funk and junk? Why are you flooding up the place with your funk and junk? NF said, damn, you said bum. That was deep. Tamara says, I don't have a problem with it because we vote with our wallets. We financially support things we like, no different than patronizing any other business. And that's the thing. The content is the product. The content is the product. And Facebook and YouTube have created business models, and even worse on Instagram, because Instagram doesn't even have ways for content creators to monetize. So the content is the product. And it's like, these platforms allow content creators to be exploited, where we continue to put our content forward and people watch the content, enjoy the content, and not every content creator who creates content gets paid, and not every piece of content that goes up makes money. And so it's like, you invest in creating the content, but then you don't even get paid for the work that you do. And Rob is saying, why worry about a hater or troll? They want you to fall apart so they can talk about you. This is not going to happen over here. But you know what? I may fall apart one day. You never know. I reserve the right to fall apart. And Alexa says, it shows support since YouTube does not pay Black creators well. They really don't. And Juliet is saying, Well, it's slightly oily, but I like your show, but I don't have money like that. And nobody's saying that a person has to have money like that. No problem. If you don't want to, it's not mandatory, says Dominique. And Cole says, when you said bum, I fell into the chat laughing. I know that's right. Let me read the Cash Apps. All right. So give me 1 second. Yuri says, I'm a huge fan. What program do you use for lives? Write to me privately and I'll let you know the program that I use. Yuri sends $5. Come to my website, tanyatko.com, and click on contact and send me a message. Because as you know, I don't promote anybody who's not a sponsor. Because that's how people love to use content creators you get their free marketing and promotions. Tawania sends $5 and says, I don't know how you handle these crazy folks. Tawania, listen, child, I don't know how I handle it either because there's a lot of people out here who are unhappy and who are lashing out for whatever reason. I don't know. Desiree sends $2 and says, they're just mad their stimmy is spent. Keep it up. Black people are so funny that they've turned the word stimulus into stimming. And Deidre sends $5 and says, I support your work. Keep up the great commentary. Thank you, Deidre. And Yamaya says, your content gets me ready for the day. Thank you. She sends $5. Thank you, Yamaya. Thank you. And Christina D sends $5 and says, sending love through Cash App. Love the content. Thank you, Chrissy. All right. And Courtney says, smile, Tanya, and sends $5. Oh. Courtney, what's your name in the comments? Ladies, we have a handsome man among us. Thank you for the $5, Courtney. Thank you. Ladies, look in the comments section. Okay, hold on. We got a few more that have come through. So what I try to do is I try to go back and forth between the comments that are here and the comments in Cash App, so that I'm able to, so it's like, I don't get it sometimes. I don't get it. If Cash App has made me begin to accept, I have to accept these Cash Apps coming through. So give me 1 second. Let me grab those. Sean says they spend hundreds of dollars on cable TV to watch The View, to watch CNN, but won't support an independent, self-reliant Black queen. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. And Victoria is saying Facebook won't be nothing without content creators. This is what I'm saying, but as you see, there's certain types of content that just doesn't, like, they don't pay you for content, like commentary content. They don't pay you for those. So one thing that you all don't know is that, like, I make videos and they don't make money on Facebook. Like, I make the videos, I upload them, they don't make money. But I noticed that when you make like a video about nothing, like a prank video or people laughing or doing something stupid, then they pay you for that. It's so bizarre. So that's why you see a bunch of people doing these gold digger got exposed, tricking my baby daddy into thinking that I'm pregnant again. Just these stupid videos that do not benefit people's lives in any way, shape, or form. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to let me read a few comments from here. Monica says, well, don't watch Simple, but it went by too quickly. Beulah says, I think people do not understand business, but yet FB can exploit their content creators. Exactly. This is exploitation, plain and simple. Charles says, anything positive ain't shit effed up. Show, blow it up. Okay. They very same people complaining are those that you see get beat down by hair stores. So. Why? 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 Did you know something? You know something? You know what? It's when I read it the first time, I thought they meant get beat by the prices. But then I realized they're talking about physically getting beat up by the people at the hair store. Oh my goodness, which is so true. People, they go to these hair and then still be having a line around the block. They get beat up at the hair stores, the nail salons, and these people still go back in. Unbelievable. And you know what I find? I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to speak in dog whistles so that the people who are meant to understand the message will, and those who don't will be confused. All right. So they'll beat you up at the hair store, beat you down at the nail salon, beat you with all types of brooms, throw acetone in your face and all of this. And then when people are outside protesting, they don't show up. They're silent. But then all of a sudden, now they're going to turn around and be like, why aren't you standing with us? The F out of here. Come on, get the F out of here. And they'll be like, stand with us, protect our lives. Our lives matter. And I'm like, did our lives matter when your people were beating us down in the damn nail salon? Where were you? On the picket sign, the picket line, where were you? Come on. And then now all of a sudden I see people criticizing, talking about, where were you? Why won't you stand up? Miras, me done been beat down. How am I stand up? And I got acetone in my face. Come on. These people out here, they be bugging. I'm sorry. They be bugging. I'm sorry. Let me read some more of the cash apps. Stacy sends $5 and says, you should get paid for your services rendered. Thank you, Stacy. Exactly. Ronnie sends $5 and says, why should you give your time for free? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. And Lakeisha sends $5 and says, great idea with the dating show. Can't wait to see. Honey, depending on what platform you are on, you might not see. Listen, this is problematic. This is what I'm saying. Facebook is a problem. I hope you all understood my dog whistle because I said it plain and clear. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I see you all commenting in the comments. I'm not going to put them up on the screen, but I see some of them. So the dog whistle went through. You understood exactly what I was talking about. Exactly. Exactly. Because when all was said and done and we were being murdered every 28 hours, where was they? Where was they? They had brooms beating us and breaking them on our backs, women. They had grown men taking us and punching us, breaking brooms over our heads and throwing us out their shops that we've already paid for. And they didn't show up to protest their own people, to stand up against their people. So it's like now all of a sudden you're like, our lives matter. I'm like, I'm sitting over here. Where's my nail file? And I'm like, I still remember when that young lady, Laquana McDonald, I believe it was shot in the head over a thing of orange juice that she paid for, that the representative at the counter felt that she didn't pay for and shot her in the head. Her life wasn't worth a container of orange juice. So no, don't come to me now after being silent for 30 years talking about your life matters when you have not stood up to show us that ours matter. Jasmine sends $5 and says, I love you, and has a heart up. Thank you. I love you too, mama. Latika sends $10 and says, girl, F them folks and get that bag. Kiss, 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 kiss. Thank you, my lady. Thank you, Latika. Cynthia sends $5 and says, sending love, sis. Thank you, Cynthia. Man, you know what? My knockouts are so beautiful. You all should see some of these photos on the people's pictures. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All this melanin popping. Brittany sends $20 and says, hey, Miss Tanya, it's an honor to contribute to your content. Thank you. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. And Kerry sends $10. You didn't send a message, Kerry, but I feel that love. I received that love. I received that. Lonnie sends $5 and says, Hold on. I think this message is meant to be private. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then LA Ekechi sends $5 and says, please stop forcing me to send money. You're so funny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Shakira sends $6.88 and says, they're just jealous. Leo gang. Thank you, Shakira. Leo gang in the house. I don't know how to do the Leo sign. Row. Row. So funny. All right. So let's see. All right. Erin sends $5 and says, love your energy, queen. Thank you, Erin T. Thank you. And Alita sends, let's see, I have to accept it first. Let me accept that while that's coming through. I see some, I saw there's, okay, so this is a good, thank you for bringing this up. Asa says, Tanya, can you set up your YouTube page for payment? My Cash App got hacked and I'm not doing that again. Set up a new Cash App, and just don't make sure that you disconnect your bank account and just don't send your Cash App to just strange people. The reason that I do not have I forget what it's called on YouTube, the support thing on YouTube set up is because YouTube takes 45% of that. And I know that the people who are sending in payments do not want YouTube to get half of their payment. And I told you all this many times over the years, but some people are new and don't know. But yes, so YouTube, 3 years ago, and God, the time is going so fast because we missed a whole year last year. But like 2 years ago, when I was going to buy a hat, I was like driving around and I was doing lives and I was trying to find this particular style of hat. And people wanted to contribute to the hat. So the hat was like $20 and people sent those super chats. That's what they're called. They sent the super chats. And people sent $20 worth of super chats, but when the super chats came, it was only $11. And I was like, how did it go from $20 to $11? And then I realized YouTube takes 45% of it. And so I turned off my super chat. Like the best way to send is through Cash App, because Cash App does not take money out. PayPal takes money out. So like there are a few people who have sent messages through PayPal and they send $1, PayPal takes 34 cents. And so I'm like, I know these people did not want, oh, is there somebody here who's scamming? I know people did not want for their money to go to these platforms like that. You know what I mean? Letitia is saying, Tanya speaks truth. When people do that, it makes them a target. Then they send their minions to tear them down from the inside. They full of it. Ugh. Exactly. Exactly. And Portia say, but y'all give money to T. I don't know what that means. I don't know what T is. Oh. And Kat says, you know what? Honestly, they let untalented women running half naked all over Facebook. When they see an educated Black queen using their mind, not their body, to get money, they got a problem with it. F them. And Purifier saying, Tanya been right from day one. And Evan says, look, I'm just ready to see who pay the $5,000 for a man. No, you don't understand. That's not how it works. And I'm not sure why you're laughing, but it's matchmaking. So I'm going to go through the matchmaking and dating process live, and you all will be able to vote on my dates, and you'll be able to submit people. And the person who submits, the person who becomes Mr. Knockout, will win the $5,000. So it's as simple as that. I don't understand what the issue is. I don't understand what the issue is. And so Oh, wow. Okay. So somebody is commenting about the dog whistle that and Kev says, you said Facebook is a problem. Well, why are you still on here? The ignorance. Let me block this person. It's like, there's just different levels of stupidity. And that right there, just that irked me. That person is blocked. That person is blocked. That way you don't have to be on here. Facebook is not a good business partner. And there are a lot of things that I don't like about Facebook. I've built my following. I've built my following on Facebook. There's 800,000 people who have chosen to follow my page on Facebook. There are 6,000 people who have followed my personal mailing list, whose link is in the description. Make sure that you know how to stay up with me personally on my personal mailing list. The link is below. And what I'm going to do is this weekend, I am going to send you out a link to be able to segment you so that I know whether or not you just want the vitamin E, whether or not you're just interested in video updates, or whether or not you're interested in live events, etc. So that way you only get the messages that you want. And your messages are never sold. All right, so here I see the scammer. Flag this person for scamming. It's as simple as that. Let me block them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But these people get to, I don't know how long they stay on, but they get their chance to. And there's another scammer in here. Watch out for a message from Belina. Thank you, Lord. I made the best decision. And the thing is, you have to, and these looks like people's profiles that have been hacked. Unfortunately, you are getting your page blocked on here. I saw something about $5,000, but I can't see it. The haters just don't want Tanya to do well. Keep applying pressure, sis. Thank you. Is Ray back in here? Let me see. And Purify says, block that troll. He hates Black women. Watch out for these Black men that hate Black women in the Hate Black Women movement. Yeah, it's very interesting. But then my page gets put up for losing its ability to comment. Let me jump to the Cash Apps again. All right. So let's see. Alita sends $5 and says, keep doing you. Haters will be haters. Thank you. Thank you, Alita. Thank you. And then we have Shantae that sends $5 and says, you were born to be successful with 2 Black hearts. I know that's right. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. And Yuri sends $5 and says, I love you. If I had more, I'd send it because you're worth it. Thank you, sweetie pie. Thank you, Yuri. I appreciate that love. Thank you. Thank you. And Abdul says, keep up the good work. Don't ever fold. Thank you. I thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And Jasmine sends $5 for love. Thank you. I love you too, sweetie. And Vanessa sends $5 and says, thank you for the YouTube info. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Thank you. And there's 3 more. Let me grab those. Yolanda sends $15 and says, I love you. Thank you. I love you too, Yoli. And Carlo sends $5 and says, gonna support always, and puts a heart up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Brenda sends $5 and says, love your show. Keep up the program. Thank you. I appreciate that. And for those of you who want to contribute monthly and just set it and forget it, there's a way to do that too. There is a link in the description of this video on how to support monthly. You just go to tanyatko.com and click on support. TanyaTKO.com/support, and you'll be able to contribute monthly. That way you can have it come through each month. So it's automatically. So I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, is there a person in here still putting up their... Oh, okay. The Cash App is $TanyaTKO. The direct link is in the description of this video. That way you know that you're sending it directly to the right place, because Tanya is spelled Tonya. And we have somebody here who says, Johanna, I'm not criticizing her hustle. I see it and I call it for what it is. She tries to act as if she ain't hustling her fans. It's business. Her explanations of using Cash App versus Super Chat prove my point. She just said what y'all wanted to hear, but truth is she used Cash App to get a greater cut, then got the nerve to clown people wanting to buy Derek Jackson when she and him do just the same thing, hustle. You see, the difference is, and it's not about getting a greater cut, it's about honoring the intention of the person who is contributing. Let me ask you all, if you give a creator $10, do you want the creator to get $5.50 of that and YouTube to get $4.50 of that? Do you want that? If you want that, put up the number 3. If you do not want that to happen, put up the number 2. It's as simple as that. And also it's about not being dependent, and it's not being dependent on a platform, one, and not letting white men get in between me and my money. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be very real about that. I do not want any white man coming between me and my money. Hustle, the difference between work and a hustle, and also hustling. So hustling is just moving quickly. Hustling is moving quickly and intentionally. Look up the definition of hustle. I can imagine that that's what it is. That's what the context of the word hustle means. Like you have to move left, right, in the direction that you can. That's a hustle, right? I'm sorry, that's hustling. What a hustle is when you do something disingenuous in exchange for money. Derek Jackson is a fraud. He's a fraud who sold lies and fakeness. If you can tell me where I have ever been a fraud and have ever sold lies and fakeness, please call me out on it. If you have ever seen that I sold something that I said was true, which was not true, then call me out on it. It's as simple as that. So a person can be hustling, right? Which means, I got to hustle. I'm going to be in the process of hustling, right? And a person can also have a hustle. So it depends on the context, because a hustle can have negative connotation. And Black people have made the word hustle turn into a good thing, like having a side hustle, like a thing that you do on the side. I don't know. Look, I say this, Mark C, if you don't want to be on my page, or you think that I'm a liar or a cheat or disingenuous, just leave the page. It's very simple. I don't advertise. I don't go out and I don't. It's like, either you like my page. Everybody who is here has come of their own volition. Anybody who contributes because they want to. I don't. All right. So you see the numbers coming in. It's like people don't want that. They don't want. So Cole says, now I hustle Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday. I can't agree. Well, you know what? That's the thing. And what people don't understand is because, I think, what it is I think because of my personality, I have a very warm personality. And sometimes people don't understand that, yes, what you are doing right now on this broadcast, you are in participation with a person who is working. I am working right now. Creating content is work. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like we only have a certain amount of life hours on earth. And how you exchange those life hours becomes the makeup of your life. So, yes, I am working. I'm working. Creating content is work. It's like coaching is work. It's fun work, yes. Creating content is fun. Sometimes it's fun. Most of the times it's fun. But covering stories like Derek Jackson, that's not fun for me. I do those videos because people want to see those videos. They want to stay up with current events. So especially when I'm covering a story like Derek Jackson, it especially feels like work. Because like even yesterday, I did one video. I couldn't even do another one. I was so drained from the topic. So yes, this is work. Content creating is work for me. You are watching a person working. These lights on in my eyes, this is work for me because the lights are draining. Or otherwise, I'll be here like this. This is how I be in, and I have the lights off in the back. I'll turn these off too. And then I turn off that other back light. But this is work. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Researching stories, creating videos, reading a whole bunch of emails, responding to a bunch of, that's work. Following, doing surveys, collecting email addresses, following up with people, that is work. Creating a website, doing quizzes and surveys and getting email addresses and programming this and writing a book, all of this is work. I mean, who cannot understand that? And I think it's and Shaquilla is saying, work it. You don't have to explain. And you know what? You're right. Some people understand, but I'm speaking because I feel like some people don't understand. And I'm like, why don't people understand? Like you all see, like putting on makeup in videos, having that stuff on my face, that is work for me. I don't like having on makeup. But you know, it's like my eyebrow-less face. People be offended by my little plain face, you know. So I put on my eyebrows and I put on my liner and I put on that matte lipstick, which does not go away. And I wash my face several times, and the lipstick is still on there. That's work for me. Sitting up with a bra pushing up my bosom, pinching me up in the back. That is work. Putting on shapewear, squeezing up my belly, stuffing my shoes into high heels, having my booty tooted, and that is work. That's work. Coming out with my hair brushed and laid down. That's work to me because I could just have on my bonnet. I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Aaron says, we love you, Tanya. You're not perfect, and that's okay. When I watch you, I see a mother. I see a divine feminine giver of life. Even if you haven't, won't, or can't create a human life, you still have a divine, innate ability to create a life to any structure. Son, you are fine conduit for transforming the quality of people's lives. We love you, Mother Tanya. Well, all right, Aaron. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Amanda is saying, I can't stand this Jamaican woman. You are so silly. And Susie says, when people don't understand what's involved in the process, they're commenting from the... I'm not going to read that out loud. She said they're commenting from the GED section. I can't. Helmet of salvation or bonnet. Lord have mercy, I can't. Let me read the cash apps again. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. You all are too much. Oh, my goodness, too much. Too much, as some would say. All right. So Ingrid sends $20 and says, I love you. Heart, heart, heart. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too, Ingrid. All right. Liz sends $10 and says, thank you. Tanya, thank you for spreading your message on self-love. You're welcome, Liz. And you know what I'm going to be doing next? I'm actually going to be creating some online courses. This is a reminder above all that I need to stay diligent and not just be dependent on revenue from not be dependent on revenue from platforms, to really build out my own platform and find ways to serve people in ways that are meaningful and life-changing for them. So creating some courses on, I've been wanting to create the negative self-talk killer since January. It's already almost April, so I definitely need to get on that this weekend. Portia sends $10 and says, keep empowering women so we can empower each other. I know that's right. Oh, I wanted to give you two reactions back to that, but my finger moved slowly. Rhonda N sends $5 and says, God bless you. Keep up the great work. Purple heart and a kiss. Thank you. Thank you. And Shakira sends $2.75 and says, marketing, editing, research, writing, work, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Exactly. I don't think people know what goes into this. I don't think people know. They just see you come out in all your glory and glamorousness, and they don't know what goes on. And Black, Gorgeous, and Rich sends $5 and says, only Black women have to justify how we get money. Exactly. Unless, of course, it's via OnlyFans. And then they'd be like, oh, well, yeah, you worth that, B. And they'd be like, bend over. And they don't care. They'd be like, bend over and spread them. And then they'll be happy to give you some money. But if you're not doing that, they don't see what your value is. They don't see what your value is. Dara says, best way to support Tanya, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, Dominique says, where is all this shot coming from? Is it shot or S-H-I-T? Did you get the spell correct? Demetrius says, good morning. I like listening to you, but how is it you are going into Facebook jail, but you are still able to be on here now? I thought if they block you, you cannot get on your page. Okay, that's a good question, but I answered that in the beginning. So I see that you're a little late, but that's fine because we've been on here for an hour. So I'll answer for anybody who's come in afterwards. So the way Facebook works is, and like, that's why I came on right away, because what happens is, once you get the message that you've been blocked, right? They first block you on mobile, and then they start spreading out the block, and then they block you on your laptop, right? It's like rolling. And then there's an app that I use, so I'm not coming through Facebook to get on. So the app has a token that allows me to be able to broadcast to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter all at the same time. And then that app token gets rejected. And so I showed you all the block that I got this morning. It was for some stupid post that I put up, reposting something Derek Jackson wrote, and they considered it, quote unquote, hate speech against men. Even though Derek Jackson was the one who made the comment, he was just basically saying some men think that women aren't wife material when they can't even show that they are faithful husband material or something like that. And they decided to put me in Facebook jail 30 days over that post. I showed it in the beginning, just rewind, or when the video is all the way up, just rewind. And so what happens is I have other Facebook pages. So in the past, like last year, I spent only, last year I spent 3 months out of the year being able to make money and be on Facebook, etc. The other 9 months, I was not able to make money, and I had to go through different profiles in order to post. So I never said anything publicly, because last year I had other pages, and Facebook didn't stop your other pages from broadcasting. The last time that I got put in Facebook jail, which was in March, you all will notice that I was not posting during March. Like every once in a while, I would be able to refresh the token and be able to push a video through on Facebook, but then I couldn't block a person because then I would lose the token access, because like when you go to block a person, like the token would refresh and then they'd be like, oh, you don't have the ability to do that. And then it would bump the Facebook feed off. But then it's like, it's weird because I'm coming in through a third party. So it's probably a little more technical than I understand, and probably more technical than the average person can understand. But that's what's happening. So I'm letting you all know, while I'm able to broadcast, please hear me and hear me well. I do not know if I will be able to broadcast after this broadcast. I don't know. I will go to my other profiles and I will try to push a broadcast through. But since we are already live here, they don't take the broadcast offline once you're already live. Okay? So we're already live. We're here. I came early to be able to give this message so that people can see it. Join my personal mailing list. Subscribe to me on YouTube, because YouTube, I'm still able to create videos. And so what I don't want is for you to be like, where's Tanya? I haven't seen a video from her in a while. And then you're confused. I don't want you to be confused. So I'm making this video while we still have the access token to be able to make the video, because I don't know if I try to make a video again. I'll show you. Since there's people who don't seem to understand, right? This is the Facebook app, right? Look. When I go to put up I'll turn this down. When I go to comment or post anything, this is what it says from my phone. You can't post until April 24th. And then it has their stupid reason. This is because you posted things that don't follow our community standards. So I press OK on that. And I'll show you again. When I go to click right here to post something, the thing comes back up. So how am I able on my fan page at this very moment to be able to post? I don't know. I just know that last month when I got put into Facebook jail, I had one day to be able to post before I lost the ability to post on my page. And then I would log into a different profile. I'd have to get onto a VPN, clear out the cache, and do all of this stuff, and then push a video through. But I was only able to do that about 3 times last month. Scroll down it's like, I don't see what it is that we're not understanding. Scroll down the list. I wasn't here in March. You all saw me on YouTube. So listen, Cole says, Tanya, you explaining too much. There's still going to be haters out here. You said what you said, and those going to ride, they're going to ride. You're a confident woman. Believe that. Thank you. I do feel like I'm explaining too much, because it's like, be glad that I'm able to be on here right now. When I log off, I don't know if I'll be able to post another video. It's just as simple as that for the next 30 days. So I am letting my base know that I have gotten served from Facebook this morning, that I won't be able to post for 30 days. I ran over here to my computer, into my studio, to be able to make this video quickly before it moved over, before the restriction moved over to my fan page. Please subscribe to me personally. Come to my website, tanyatko.com, click on subscribe, and join my mailing list so that I can send you updates from me, so that we're not dependent on some white man's platform. I don't know if I could make it more clear than that, because these white men own and operate these platforms that don't have rules that govern in our favor. And there's a lot of Black people out there who are dependent on super chats, which go through YouTube's, that goes through the hands of white men to get to you. So people are dependent on that. You see, sometimes people come before their time. Me personally, I have been ahead of the curve on a lot of things. When I lived in my car in 2016, a lot of people call me a bum. They call me this, they call me that. By the time 2018 came around, people were like, hashtag van life. Now living in your car and being on the road were things that people celebrated. People are over there, and I feel sorry for any content creator who is still using super chats, because you got the white man in your pocket. You got the white man taking his cut before you get yours. And then when all is said and done, when they take your platform away from you, you have no way to get in contact with anybody. Right now, there are 6,000 people on my personal mailing list. I know how to get in touch with 6,000 people. So if worse comes to worse, if my YouTube page is taken away, if my Facebook page is taken away, 6,000 people out there will be able to get the alert that something happened. Right now, I have 800,000 people on my Facebook page. Part of the reason that I don't really take this whole Facebook page thing seriously is because you're not my contact. I don't have your email address. I don't know how to get in touch with you. When Facebook tells my Black ass that I can't post or comment, I have no way to reach out to you because Facebook controls my access to getting a message to you. I remember when I was doing all that Jasmine Island advocacy work, when I was putting up the videos about how she was assaulted on the dance floor, and I was talking to lawyers, and I was like, listen, the revolution will not be televised. And they were like, oh, we got social media. We could get the message out. It's grassroots. It's this, it's that. And I said, brother, look, it's early, 7:30. The bell is ringing. I'm going to run and go grab that. But I'm like, brother, these people control social media. When you want to get your message out, they control whether or not you get your message out. They can stop you. And he was like, no, we got hashtags, we got this, we got all this stuff that we can do for social justice advocacy. And then guess what happened? He learned that in the same way they giveth, they can taketh away. So when I ended up living in my car, I realized, and you know what? I'm going to check the Cash Apps in a second. I just been talking. When I ended up living in my car, I realized that YouTube controls whether I make money. And if I am not actively engaged in creating videos that YouTube likes and wants to send out to people, I won't make money. And so when somebody says, oh, you hustling, oh, you begging, no. When I lived in my car and had to turn on a GoFundMe because I didn't have a business set up around my platform. I had at the time 100,000 subscribers because I remember I had just gotten my 100,000 person plaque on YouTube, right? I had 100,000 subscribers, but I didn't have a way to monetize. And so I ended up living in my car. And it's like, either you create a business from your presence online, or you end up without money. If you don't make a business out of your presence online, because like just having a presence online doesn't mean you're going to make money. Like people see me and they think I'm famous and they're like, oh, Tanya's going to make money. But how will Tanya make money? How? If Tanya doesn't have sponsors and if Tanya's not getting ad revenue, how will Tanya make money? It's like people don't ask these questions. How will you make money? From what? Like now I have a book. So people buy my book, that the book generates revenue, right? I have hypnotherapeutic MP3s, and I'm going to be creating online courses for you all to be able to help create change and shift in your life, because I have skills and I am qualified in areas that are of benefit to people. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I am a certified life coach with a specialty in relationship coaching. I am getting ready to enter into a master's program to get my degree from an Ivy League university in psychology. So in spiritual psychology at that. So it's like, if I have ways to be able to help people create change in their life, either I make a business around that, or either you get the money on the front end or you have to beg for the money on the back end when you're destitute. But either way, people need money to survive. It's as simple as that. So Dara says, wait, you're already in Facebook jail. Yeah, rewind. Yeah, rewind. I showed what it is I got in. Angel says, you are famous. I found you today and I think you is cool. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. People think I'm famous. Some people don't, you know? Some people don't. But the thing is, I am well and widely recognized. So I guess in that respect, I am famous, right? I'm widely known and recognized. But the thing is that when it comes to other entertainers, like entertainers in Hollywood, people understand, okay, if this person is going to appear in a movie, they deserve to get paid, right? However, with content creators appear in the content that they're creating, but people don't feel that they deserve to get paid. Well, some people don't, but those people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. So I got some more Cash Apps coming in. Let me read those. Stephanie says, we know it's Derek Jackson. Get your bag. She says $20. You are so funny. Maybe he did flag it. I'm sure he's seen my videos. All right. Pink Love Jessica sends $5 and says, Capricorn supports Leo. Thank you. Thank you. Alexis sends $2. Thank you, Alexis. I received that love. Rosalie sends $5 and says, I love that you are being you. F everyone else. Gracias, Rosa. I appreciate that. And Alexis sends $1 and says, don't hold me at gunpoint. Stop forcing me to pay. You're so silly. You all got jokes this morning. And Monica sends Monica sends $5 and says, white men cannot stop my money. Thank you. And the crazy part about it is that, you know what, Cash App may go crazy one day and try to block me or whatever. I don't know. But if you're on my mailing list, I know how to reach out and say, you know what, this happened. Let's pivot and do this in a different way. Okay, Tiara. Tiara says, I sent attorney info to your website. Okay. So Tiara, so you know how to get through to Facebook, then, is what you're saying? I'll look at your message and respond back. Thank you. I appreciate that. Candice. Candice. That's interesting. That's an interesting spelling of that name. Candice sends $5 and says, appreciate you subscribing to your website. Thank you, Mama. That's the way to do it. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I've gotten the message out. We've been on for an hour. I think everybody who sees this video will be able to know what it is that we're talking about. I'll read some more of the comments. And Marsh says, Cash App will start charging soon. They all do eventually. Yeah. Well, you know what? They're not charging 45% like YouTube. And then Facebook had the nerve to come out with something called Facebook Stars, where they give creators a damn penny. A penny per star. When I read that, I said, get the hell out of here with this. Vicky says, Tanya, stop caring about what others are saying about you. They're jealous of your content. Let that be their problem and not yours. I know that's right. And Denise says, didn't know you were a lioness too. That explains your strength. I know that's right. Thank you. And Angel says, yes, you can appeal your case to Facebook and they sometimes consider and get you freed from jail. I appealed already. And the last few times that I appealed, they upheld the decision, even though the decision was wrong, but they didn't care. Listen, look at Hazel. I've been blocked on Facebook before for calling a white man white trash because he called me a monkey, right? But he wasn't put in jail, right? I bet you his comment is still there. I bet you his comment is still there. Mm-mm-mm. And Shakita says, hold on. It went by. I just saw it. Okay, Avi says, is there other ways we can contribute apart from Cash App and PayPal? I really want to contribute because I watch every video. Yes, if you go to my website, tanyatko.com/support, you can you can contribute one time, you can contribute monthly, and that goes through my credit card processor. So the credit card processor charges 3% plus 32 cents. So if you send $1, they take 32 cents off of that. If you send $50, they take 32 cents off of that plus 3%. So 3% I feel is not bad. But it's still some out. For the time being, Cash App doesn't take anything out. But I do have a credit card processor, so you can contribute that way. So you know what I need to do? I need to come up with a way that people can contribute in real time. I need to develop a way for people to contribute in real time so that their comment I can show on the screen and they can contribute. But that is good. I like that. I just got that idea. Thank you. And Hazel says, nope, he was free to abuse others. And Shakila says, sell TKO merch. I would like a hoodie. All right. So the only issue with that is, and I do sell merch. So you're on Facebook. So I do sell merch, and the merch is advertised at the bottom of my YouTube videos. And I sell merch via Teespring. So Teespring, I design it and Teespring ships it out and all of that other stuff for me. So I do have merchandise. It says Knockout on the front. The only issue with me selling the merch personally is having to have the stock and the inventory and the different sizes and all that other stuff, and then mailing it out, et cetera, et cetera. So I do have my book, which is the Book of Affirmation, Self-Love, which you can get on my website right now, tanyatko.com, and then click on shop, and the book is right there. And I'm going to be sending out this week's orders today. So if you've ordered a book over the past week, your book is going to be going out today. And I think that's pretty much it. If there's any other last questions. Wait. YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, they're just blocking censorship. So many creators just have up and now use other platforms, including their own. Yeah, I used to watch I Know Your Game, Angel. You remember Angel Ramirez? He's all about the Black women. He got blocked on YouTube for what reason, no one knows, but then he went over to his own platform. And so I'm just like, these websites, gosh, they're getting ridiculous. Let me read the Cash Apps before we jump out of here. Shakira and Saha sends $1.37 and says, I'm doing my master's 2 in domestic violence SA. So DV is domestic violence, and SA, what is SA? SA, social application. And then she has hashtag Leo Gang. Get your pounds. I wish I was getting pounds. She put the lira sign up. I think it's the pound lira or the pound something. I don't know. Yeah, she put 2 of those. I wish I was getting pounds, but we only getting dollars here. Deborah sends $10 and says, from one Leo sister to the next, I support you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Hey. And Ufuoma sends $30 and says, from Leo to Leo, keep grinding, Tanya. Uma. Hey, this is the first time I've seen the name Ufu Oma. That's so interesting. I wonder what the Ufu part means. Because I've seen Ijeoma, I've seen Chioma, but I have not seen Ufu. This is my first time. Great to meet you. Thank you, Leo Gang. $30. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see. Aisha sends $5 and says, "Rise, Queen, keep doing your thing," with 4 exclamation points and a red heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to jump out of here. If you send your Cash Apps after, I'll still be able to get the Cash Apps. If you want to support monthly, the link is below, tanyatko.com/support. You want to subscribe, tanyatko.com, click on subscribe. And even if you send the Cash Apps when I'm off, I'll still see it. And I'll respond with an emoji. With Cash App, you can only respond back with emoji. So I'll respond back with an emoji choice, which is appropriate to your question. And I will see you all in the next video. So listen, Facebook, I don't know if I'll be able to post later today. Like I said, the last time I got blocked, it took about 24 hours, maybe 12 to 24 hours for them to stop me from posting on my page. So we'll see what happens. Because I just tried a few moments ago, and you see I couldn't post from my Facebook page. So let's see. Nope. Still coming up. So, nope. It says I cannot post until April 24th. So that's it. That's it. All right. So I'll see you all in the next video. All right. Peace, everyone. Peace, 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 peace. You know what? I do need to get Zelle set up. Oh, look. Ufu Omas means peace and unity. Oh, thank you. All right. All right. Sherilyn, scroll back to the beginning of the video. Anybody who doesn't know why, just scroll back to the beginning of the video. I explained it all already. Otherwise, we'll just be on here for 3 hours.